Hey there, Coach Ben. KIII Sports Director Chris Thomasson, joined once again by Islanders men's basketball coach Steve Lutz. And Coach, thanks for joining us.
No problem, Chris. Glad to be here.
All right, so you guys, a big weekend. You got a nice payback win against Southeastern Louisiana Saturday, 83-72, climbing back into a three-way tie for first place atop the Southland with the Lions and Northwestern State as well. So, Coach, you guys were absolutely on fire, especially in that first half, 48 points there. What clicked so well on Saturday?
Well, you know, our defense was good in the first half, and it allowed us to get out in transition to get some easy baskets. Allowed us to drive and kick a few times for wide open threes before the defense got set. And, you know, obviously Trey Tennyson has been shooting the ball at an extremely high level here lately, and he was able to break free for a couple good looks at the basket. And then, you know, Ross was able to make a couple. So, Terrion, you know, Jalen, those guys did a really, really good job of pushing the ball in transition. DeLazarus and Isaac, they did a good job in terms of putting pressure on the rim with sealing and those sorts of things. So just a culmination of all of that after, you know, a good defensive effort, it proved to be good to us.
Yeah, you mentioned Jalen Jackson. He had a big game, 3 steals to go along with 11 points. Now, he had a big game last year against them in the Southland Championship game as well. So what does he do so well in big games? He always seems to come up big on both ends of the court.
Yeah, I mean, Jalen Jackson, if we're lucky enough to win the league or to go to the NCAA tournament, Jalen Jackson is going to be a 4-time NCAA tournament participant. I mean, and you think about that, 2 times at North Texas, it'll be 2 times here. You know, his mark on the program maybe isn't in shooting 55% from the 3 like Trey, but his mark on the program is through his defense, through his toughness, through his leadership. And, you know, you can't put a price tag on that, unfortunately.
That experience he brings is pretty invaluable, right?
Oh, there's no questions. I mean, again, you just can't put a price tag on that. I mean, the young man has been in hostile environments and come out a winner more times than not. And, you know, when we get into situations during the game, you can always look at Jalen to raise his intensity or Jalen maybe to help you get a big stop or to get a big rebound or a steal or something along those lines. And you know, that's a credit to him and who he is and what he's about, because he puts winning at an ultimate premium.
Now, you guys have Houston Christian on Thursday. Lost to these guys last time on the road, 90-72. Maybe, I guess, to say the worst defensive performance you've had so far in conference, but then you've totally turned it around since then, 4 straight wins. So what's been the biggest difference since that game in Houston?
Well, thanks for making us feel really good about our defensive performance, Chris. But
well, it's been better. You know, it's been better.
Well, it couldn't have been any worse, as you said. You know, hopefully it was a wake-up call for us. And anytime you give up 90 points to an opponent, that's way too many points. And I think there's a stat out there somewhere that says anytime we've given up less than 70 points, I think we're like 25-2. And that just, it has to be our mantra. We know we have to be a team that has a great defensive identity in terms of being aggressive, forcing turnovers, not allowing the opponent to go to options A and B and make them get to option C and those sorts of things. So Houston Baptist deserves all of the credit. You know, they whipped us pretty good at their place. And, you know, hopefully our guys took that and ran with it and learned from it. And obviously since then, have been a little bit better in terms of our attention to detail defensively and our fight and our aggressiveness and those sorts of things.
Oh, Coach, you got caught with the Houston Baptist. It's Houston Christian now.
Oh, man, you got me. It's so
That's okay.
hard.
I still call them the San Diego Chargers for about 3 years. So
I hear you. And you know what? When I was at Texas Lutheran, they were Houston Baptist. When I was at Incarnate Word, they were Houston Baptist. It's a tough one to fix. I needed to be better, though.
Right. All right, real quick. How big of an NBA guy are you? LeBron, 36 points away from breaking Kareem's all-time scoring mark tonight. It's a 9 o'clock tip, though. Are you going to be watching?
I will absolutely watch that. Yeah. I mean, anytime you can watch sports history, you have to watch it. And somebody told me that floor seats are $90,000 tonight, which just blows my mind. So history's going to be made. And while LeBron is no Michael Jordan, I'll absolutely be tuned in.
I agree, but hey, a record is a record, and that is, of course, one of the biggest one, if not the biggest one, in the NBA. So, Coach Lutz, thanks for joining us, and good luck this week.
Thanks, Chris. See you on Thursday.
All right, Coastal Bend, we will see you again on the next edition of Hang Time. Thanks for joining us.